poor servant will be a poor master. It's not just a proverb. It's a law of life. Because how you serve is how you lead. And if you serve without care, without pride, without diligence, you will lead the same way. Men imagine that the crown changes everything, that once you rise to the top, you suddenly become disciplined, honorable, respected. But power doesn't create virtue. It magnifies what already lives in you. If you cut corners at the bottom, you'll build crooked at the top. If you avoid responsibility when stakes are low, you'll collapse when they're high. If you serve with resentment in your heart, you'll lead with bitterness in your hand. Because leadership is never a costume you put on. It is the full expression of the servant you once were. The truth is, every man is a servant first. You serve someone's vision before you serve your own. You take orders before you give them. And the way you handle that season decides the kind of master you'll be. The man who learns to sweep the floor with intent and care will one day run a company with the same energy. The man who washes dishes with care will raise his children with the same care. The man who honors the smallest task will not dishonor the largest. It's all connected. Every small act is training. Every unnoticed duty is building the muscles you'll need later. And if you're careless with the training, you'll be careless in the fight. Power doesn't fix laziness. It reveals it. Position doesn't erase bad habits. It gives them a stage. And when the weight of leadership presses on you, you don't rise to the moment. You fall to your level of preparation. You sink to the patterns you've practiced. And if your patterns are weak, your leadership will be weaker. That's why the most powerful men in history were often the most humble servants before their rise. They studied quietly. They carried someone else's vision with care. They learned the weight of responsibility by first carrying it for someone else. They didn't wait to be seen to move with excellence. They moved with excellence until someone couldn't ignore them. So what does it mean to serve well? It means you do more than you're asked to do. Because your standard is not set by the task, it's set by your character. It means you keep your word in the small things, so when the large things come, people already know you're trustworthy. It means you take pride in the work no one applauds, because you know applause is fleeting, but character endures. Serving well means you carry another man's vision like it's your own. Because one day, you'll hope someone carries yours the same way. It means you master the art of self-discipline when no one is watching, so that when all eyes are on you, you don't have to pretend. And here's the thing. The habits you create while serving will follow you for the rest of your life. If you practice cutting corners, you'll cut corners when it matters most. If you practice excellence, you'll move with excellence when the stakes are highest. It's impossible to separate the servant from the master. One grows out of the other. A poor servant will be a poor master. A great servant will be a great master. And if you want to lead men, you must first master leading yourself. because no one can follow a man who's at war with his own discipline. No one can respect a man whose words are heavy, but whose work is hollow. So build your standard now, not later. Not when the title comes, not when the platform arrives, not when the money shows up. Now, sweep the floor like a king in waiting. Answer the smallest call like it's a summons from destiny. Carry out the smallest duty like it will be written in history. Because it will be. History is just the sum of small moments done well. And one day, when the throne is yours, you'll rule with steadiness. Because you built it in silence. Because your service was your rehearsal. Because you learned that the crown only fits a man who has already learned to bow. A poor servant will be a poor master. So serve as if the kingdom is watching. Because in truth, it always is.